The countdown to Thanksgiving is at 1 week, and that means that the Texas Tech campus is slowly beginning to empty as students head home for the holiday. Coming up, we'll show you how several campus groups held special themed events before the break begins.
The Texas Tech basketball teams have both found victory this year at the USA, but the competition is already getting more difficult as they continue into the early weeks of the preseason schedule. MCTV's Nathan Boles has a look at what's next for both Red Raiders and Lady Raiders in sports.
And most students head to class each day, hoping to stay awake through lecture and score passing grades on the latest quiz or test. We will show you how one group of Red Raiders is going beyond the classroom to get some hands-on experience and add to the Hub City's culinary options.
This is the MCTV Weekday Update.
Welcome to the Thursday edition of the MCTV Weekday Update. I'm Elene Khajishvili.
And I'm Katelyn Johnson. Thanksgiving is exactly 1 week away, and many students are already planning to leave town this weekend and head home for the holiday.
With the official start to Thanksgiving break set for next Wednesday, groups and organizations all around campus have been hosting events this week as the end of the semester grows closer. Yesterday, Mentor Tech hosted an intercultural Friendsgiving luncheon at the Black Cultural Center. The event featured a collection of foods from different cultures and countries around the world. Mentor Tech worked with the Office of Intercultural Education and Engagement and the Office of LGBTQIA Education and Engagement to open up the luncheon to the entire tech community. Attendees were required to RSVP ahead of the event, and then they could enjoy a seasonal menu prepared by Honey Child's Catering.
What we did is we made a list of kind of different backgrounds and cultures of their main dishes that they serve during the holidays. So they were able to kind of diverse the menu from turkey and dressing to curry to African stew to all kinds of different types of food for students to try.
Along with the free meal, attendees were also encouraged to grab a paper leaf and help decorate the branches of a tree near the entrance of the BCC. Participants were asked to write down what they were thankful for and then tape the leaf to a branch. Yesterday's Intercultural Friendsgiving luncheon wrapped up around 1 p.m.
Earlier in the week, another holiday-themed event was held just across the street from the Black Cultural Center, showcasing the diversity of the Texas Tech student body. Student organizations from around campus gathered in the Sub Ballroom on Monday night for the second annual Celebrations Around the World event. Tech's Resident Hall Association invited the groups out to the Sub to give students a chance to learn about the many holidays and celebrations that take place during the fall and winter seasons. The event featured free food, activities, and special performances.
This is our second annual event. It basically is a multicultural event dedicated to educating all the student body on our diverse student organizations and different holidays around the world other than Christmas.
Celebrations Around the World was just one more than a dozen events hosted by the RHA during the fall semester. RHA's next big event is the 64th Annual Carol of Lights, which is also acting as the official kickoff to the university's centennial year celebration. The annual tradition will take place on December 2nd in the Science Quad just west of Memorial Circle.
Over the next 5 days, thousands of students will hit the roads as they return home for Thanksgiving festivities. With that in mind, one campus department took time out of their busy schedule to make sure that everyone in the tech community travels safely during the break. Transportation and Parking Services held the fall edition of their free car clinic yesterday afternoon in the Commuter West parking lot. During the event, students, faculty, and staff could bring their cars by the north side of the parking lot to get a basic tune-up by local mechanics from Scott's Complete Car Care. Along with the checkup, attendees could also enjoy some other free perks of the semi-annual clinic.
We'll feed them, give them some, talk to them. They could enter, they get a chance to enter a free parking pass if they fill out a form, and Scott's will take care of the rest.
TPS hosts free car clinics during the fall and spring semesters each year. The spring car clinic is scheduled to take place before spring break, giving students another chance to make sure their vehicle is in top shape before heading out on the roads. Lubbock's first freeze of the fall happened last Friday night, and since then temperatures have stayed below 50 degrees during the day and in the 20s every night.
This has been by far one of the coldest weeks of the fall, but it's also been one of the most consistently chilly weeks of the entire year. So will this week's cold conditions continue into Thanksgiving break? Let's take a look at the MCTV forecast. The MCTV Tower Cam is showing lots of sunshine today and the skies are clear and temperatures have climbed back into the 50s for the first time all week. Unfortunately, higher wind speeds are back in the forecast today, and that's making it feel in the 40s. The temperatures will continue to rise this afternoon and should eventually feel like 50, even with a strong breeze. The sky should stay clear through most of the evening, but later tonight clouds will begin making their way back into the area. Temperatures will also drop once again, with the lows falling into the 20s before sunrise. The winds will continue to be a factor as they will bring another cold front into the area by tomorrow morning. Heading into Friday, the cloud cover will increase and temperatures will climb just slightly into the 30s before noon, but it won't get much warmer than that. The highs reaching the upper 30s, breezy winds also remain in tomorrow's forecast, and wind chills are expected to stay below freezing all day. After sunset, temperatures will drop back down to the freezing mark, creating another chilly evening. Lows will fall into the 20s for the 8th straight night, and the clouds will stay in the area until late Saturday morning. By Saturday afternoon, temperatures will climb a little higher than Friday's frigid conditions, reaching the upper 40s before sunset. Sunday will be even warmer, with the highs expected to reach the 50-degree mark, but the 20-degree lows will continue to be the norm through Sunday night. Looking ahead, a warmer trend is on the way early next week, with freezing temperatures expected to drop out of the forecast after Monday. Thanksgiving will still be cool, but sunshine and 50 degrees highs should lead to a nice Turkey Day afternoon.
Texas Tech men's and women's basketball preseason schedules are underway, with both teams playing 3 games over the last 2 weeks.
The Lady Raiders were the last ones in action, hosting a thriller at the United Supermarkets Arena on Wednesday night. MCTV's Nathan Boles joins us with a look at last night's mashup, along with details on this weekend's upcoming action in sports. Nathan?
Thanks, Katelyn and Elene. It was Coach Krista Gerlich's birthday yesterday. Her Lady Raiders gave her a pretty fun birthday gift on Wednesday to rebound from a loss on Tuesday. We'll pick it up in the third quarter. Colorado was up double digits at one point, but Bryn Gerlich, here's a layup, and it's a tie ball game to end a 15-0 run, 41 all. Now Bailey Maupin makes it 3 later in the third, 47-46. They get the lead back. Later in the fourth, down 1, Riley McKinney makes it 3. She was on fire all night. Texas Tech and Colorado traded blows back and forth the second half. Now late in the fourth, Bailey Maupin, she takes the charge. The freshman showing so much fearlessness. Still down 2, Riley McKinney fouled by Sherrod of Colorado. She makes both free throws, and Tech is tied at 80. Then Breamber Scott, a huge block as time expires, and they're going to overtime. Tech and Colorado continue to go back and forth, but with about 30 seconds left, Jasmine Lewis, she puts it in, 86-85. Colorado, last chance, hits the rim, but it doesn't go in, and Texas Tech finds a way to get the 86-85 victory. Tech tied a program record 36 free throws made in the win. Krista Gerlich had a funny story about why it was great to see them shoot so well from the line.
We work on trying to shoot the ball well at the free throw line, and to be quite honest, this week we have not in practice at all. And in fact, we did a shooting drill the other day, and we shot 50% one time, and then we did it again and shot 55%. It didn't get any better. So it was fun to see them relax and stay focused, be mentally tough, and go up to the line and be good shooters, because they are good shooters, and that's all that free throw shooting is, just mental focus.
It was the third straight game where Riley McKinney shot over 50%, and she had a career-high 22 points in the win. Bailey Maupin also had a 20-point game off the bench. Breamber Scott got 14 points in her first game back from injury since February 9th, and Jasmine Lewis shot 5 for 5, including the game winner. The Lady Raiders finished the home stretch of the preseason WNIT with the win. They'll finish the tournament on the road Sunday at 2 p.m. when they play Louisiana Lafayette. It may be cold in Lubbock, but Texas Tech football will get a taste of something much colder this Saturday. The low for Saturday in Ames, Iowa is 9 degrees. The Red Raiders will try to push through it to become bowl eligible for the second straight season. Baron Morton is still out at quarterback. Joey McGuire said the plan is for Tyler Shuck to start, with Donovan Smith playing in packages. Tech will probably try to run the ball as well as they did last Saturday. They ran for 5.5 yards per carry in the win over Kansas. Now that it's cold, it feels that all Texas Tech gets are night games. The game with Iowa State will start at 6 p.m. on Saturday. The season finale will be the Saturday after Thanksgiving at the Jones against Oklahoma, and that game will kick off at 6:30. If Tech wins one of the last 2 games, they will make a bowl and have a shot at 2 straight winning seasons for the first time since 2012 and 2013. Texas Tech men's basketball will have some time off, but then they'll travel to Maui for the Maui Gym Invitational. Texas Tech is 3-0 after the home win over Louisiana Tech on Monday. It will be Tech's first ever appearance in the tournament. Including Tech, 6 of the 8 programs made the NCAA tournament last year, and 5 of them are currently ranked in the AP Top 25. Tech will start the tournament with number 10 Creighton in the first round. The game will start at 9:30 a.m. local time Monday, which is 1:30 p.m. here in Lubbock. Tech will play 3 games no matter what. Maui uses an 8-team compass draw that will ultimately place every team 1 through 8 when it's all done. Texas Tech volleyball will try to break an 8-game losing streak Saturday. For the first part of it, they didn't have a real setter. They mostly played the best Big 12 teams through the streak, but they also had some games that just slipped through their fingers. They will have had a week off after a 4-set loss to Iowa State. Tech will be back at home to play West Virginia in the second to last home game of the year. West Virginia hasn't won a conference game all season. Earlier this year, Tech beat them in the conference opener on the road in 5 sets after being down 2-0. The game starts at 1 p.m. Saturday. That's all for sports. Back to you, Katelyn and Elene.
Thanks, Nathan. Every day, thousands of students head to classes throughout the Texas Tech campus with hopes of eventually walking the stage and moving into a career.
Even though many classes revolve around lectures, homework, and exams, there are some unique opportunities for Red Raiders to get real-world experience before graduation. Skyview's restaurant is located on the top floor of the Texas Tech Plaza building at the intersection of 19th and University. The restaurant is staffed by students in Tech's hospitality and retail management program. Skyviews offers a weekday lunch beef buffet with a revolving menu, but students in the HRM program also have the chance to take full control of the restaurant during the weekly dinner series, event held on Wednesday nights. During the dinner series, the restaurant offers a themed meal with a menu that includes appetizers, entrees, and dessert.
And so basically what we do, we divide the class up into 3 different roles. We could do host, bar, front of house, and back of house. The different thing between lunch series and dinner series is lunch is more of like an intro into like serving, so you mostly just primarily do like drink orders and just picking up plates. Dinner is more intense because you have to take the orders, prepare the food in the back, as well as picking up plates, just all the jazz that a normal restaurant, full service restaurant would do.
Skyview's dinner series event starts about 1/3 of the way into each semester and continue until the last day of classes. This year's menu has featured German, Mediterranean, and Italian cuisines, with all dishes prepared and served by students. The final dinner series event of the fall will take place after the Thanksgiving break on Wednesday, November 30th. The final menu will feature Spanish dishes such as pozole, a roasted game hen, and caramel flan. For more information on the next dinner series and restaurant in general, visit skyviews.ttu.edu.
So, Elene, have you had a chance to check out Skyview's restaurant here on campus?
No, but I will definitely do so. How about you?
I haven't yet, but now I need to. That's all for today's edition of the MCTV Weekly Update.
Thanks so much for joining us, and be sure to check ttuhub.net every day for more news. We'll see you next week.